Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the video. In this video, I would like to dive deeper into EasyAI and its functionalities. Let's start on the top level. EasyAI has 3 AI assistants. First of all, there is this Ask Assistant on the top that refers to a collection of resources that we are going to be talking about today. Next, there is Write Assistant. So if you highlight some text, you can work, improve, and expand the text. And there is also a Read Assistant that helps you to summarize long texts. Okay, let's take a look at the Ask Assistant first. So let's go into Administration and find AI Assistant Dashboard. And over here, click on Collections. So collection is a set of resources that AI is using to generate its answers. There is one predefined built-in general collection. It's this one that we implemented as we enabled the AI in your application. In each collection, we are able to upload 3 different types of resources. First, going with the attachments. It's basically, generally speaking, PDFs. So this is what we uploaded before we enabled your AI. This is Easy Redmine's owner's manual and Easy Redmine documentation in zip format. If you wanted to upload some PDF, it's pretty simple. Just go to Add Attachment in the top right corner. There is a zone to drop your file, so you just drop it, save it, and it's gonna be there. So pretty simple. Now let's move to the URL, relatively similar. Good use case could be a company web. So I have this easysoftware.com web over here. I can take it, copy it, and again, top right corner, add web URL, paste it and save it. It says creating. It needs a little time to index everything. So after a few seconds, if I refresh the page, it says created, and I'm now able to use this web as a source of information. And finally, we have issue or data task sources. To enable them, there is this button, change issue data source or activate issue data source, probably in your case. So when I click on that, I will see a list of all the tasks that are in the application. In my case, this is 256. When you work with this, I would suggest you to filter only tasks where the status is open. So it would look like this: status open, and that's what I would recommend you to use. Or alternatively, you could use some tag, for example, AI knowledge, and filter just the tasks that you want to use in the AI. So I have just 3 tasks with this AI knowledge tag. And if I save it, these 3 tasks will become a source of information for the AI. There is no indication that this is loading. It's actually loading. It takes approximately 10 seconds for each task to get into the database. So consider it, it's probably good to limit the number of tasks at the beginning. Going back to the collections, you could set up a separate collection on your own. So there is this button, New Collection. You could set it up, but I would actually not recommend it at the beginning. I would suggest you to add all of your company resources to the already existing general collection. Why is that? That's because later on, when we are going to be asking the AI, it specifically searches through a certain collection of resources. So its general collection is pre-selected over here. If you create your own collection, you would have to then decide between in which collection you want to search. So I think one collection is enough at the beginning, where we are at right now. Okay, so let's see the results. I will just have this collection open over here for some context. So Easy Software is one of our resources. So let's ask, what is a company mission of Easy Software? Enter. Our mission is to create software that brings harmony to every project and makes human cooperation easier. And the source is provided over here. And when I look at the web page, it is actually what is written over here. So good job. The correct resource was selected. Next, with these resources in mind, let's try to ask. And remember to refresh the page if you want to get a new fresh window. So refreshing the page and a question: how to create a custom field? Question mark, enter. And obviously this refers to a set of documentation. That is one of the resources over here. So go to global menu, administration, custom fields, click on the new custom field button, blah, blah, blah. Good answer. I think we could go by this manual. All right, and finally let's ask about asks. So tasks. So I will again refresh the page. So, and just to give you a context, I have this task over here: add a few fields to the trial form, which is part of the onboarding. We have some description. New form, we would like to expand that form with a few drop downs. So there are fields that are described here. There is drop down for job functions, engineering, IT support, design. There is company size. So this is just a regular description of the task. Okay, so let's ask something about that. Let me start with add a few. That's actually the start of the name of the task, and you can see that search, regular search, would probably find you an answer, because add a few is the beginning of the title of the task, add a few. But you know, AI works differently. It searches for different things. So let me ask differently. What are job functions in a neutral form? Oh, I was not writing. Once again, what are sorry, so refresh once again. Now, what are job functions in a neutral form? So I'm asking specifically on this section of the task. I'm asking in a conversational language as I would ask a human being. And you see that I got the correct results. In a neutral form, the job functions available in the drop-down menu are it listed 7 of them. In fact, there are more. I think there is a good overlap. But overall, I want you to point the attention to the fact that it's you need to think a little differently when asking AI and when asking a regular chat. A last piece of information is that at the moment we are able to index only subject of the task, description, which is this section, and comments, which are on the bottom. So these will work. On the other hand, we are not able to index task attributes like status, assignee, start date, due date, priority, and things like that. So if you try questions like what tasks are assigned to me this week, or what are the most urgent tasks, it will not give you any answers yet, because this information is not used as a resource. We are not there yet. Okay, let me check my notes. I think we covered that. So let's move on to the Write Assistant. For Write Assistant, you don't need to do any setup. So let me show some use cases. For example, let's think about I need to prepare for some meeting. So let's start typing prepare a structure of a strategic meeting. And when I highlight that text, I will get the AI assistant over here, and one of the options I could use is continue writing. So it will expand the text for me. I'm using general capabilities of the AI. So there is some answer. If I like it, I could replace the text and potentially save the comment. So that's one thing to save you time while generating text and writing something. Next thing, let's try to, in some text we might see some abbreviations. So, for example, PMO. Let's see if it's able to explain what it means. PMO stands for Project Management Office. It's centralized group within an organization. So thanks to the context of our resources, this answer was generated because, yes, I was asking about Project Management Office. I didn't know the meaning of the abbreviation. Thanks to the fact that it is in the resources, AI was able to give me answer specific for my context of work for my company. All right. Another good use case could be when you are writing something and you want somebody to check your language. So let's see this sentence. Better qualification of these. You see there is a lot of spelling mistakes. I can go to improve writing. Improved lead qualification can reduce waste. First touch team. So yeah, it checked the writing for me. It fixed the spelling. Depends on what prompt you use, improve writing or fix spelling and grammar. They both would work a little differently. Another thing is how you can translate stuff. So you see that there is some text over here which is not in English, and there is an action for that. Translate to my language. My language means the language that is set in the settings of the application. So translate to my language would take this text and take it from the original language and translate it for me. Might be useful for multinational companies where there are many languages in the application. All right. So I think these were the use cases for the Write Assistant. Hope it's clear what it can do. And finally, the Read Assistant. I will cancel this. Read Assistant. So it basically, there are 4 actions. They differ mainly in the length of the summarization and in the form. So you can choose between text and bullet points. So if I select this, it's just a short summary of the task. If I do it in the bullet points, I will get the summary in the bullet points. Hopefully. This takes a little longer than usually, so let me try to do it again. I will refresh the page. Summarize in bullet points. Okay, it's working now with the bullet points. All right. In any of the requests that you have with the AI, there are these emojis. It will be very helpful for us if you share with us if the result is what you expected, or if it's not. We are monitoring these answers and these ratings provided by you, so it will really give us good information if you use these. All right, and that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching it. Have a good day. Bye.